Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. I hope you are keeping and staying safe in the most unusual of times. I am Erato Basea, Managing Editor for Sociology Journals at Taylor and Francis. Today, I'd like us to embark together on an exciting journey of discovery to explore the wonders of Taylor and Francis online journal archives. But let us first pause for a moment to think about what an archive really is. The purpose of archives is, of course, to preserve historically significant information. Here, I have in mind the example of the journal Publications of the English Goethe Society, a journal we publish on behalf of the English Goethe Society. The journal's archive had not been digitalized previously. The Society's own hard copy archive was destroyed in a bombing in 1940, but now, thanks to our work, you can find this historically significant content in our collections. In addition, archives motivate creative thinking and expand the world of what we already know. By securing academic knowledge for future generations, archives help researchers track developments and familiarize themselves with a topic that has been, in some sense, known from previous generations. By complementing current content in libraries, archives provide a base knowledge that academics can build on over time. Researchers can thus explore centuries of academic excellence and place current research in a wider framework. And of course, it is constantly evolving, for as scholarship progresses, older research can be re-evaluated and interpreted differently. As a managing editor for our sociology journals, but also as an independent scholar myself, I feel I can go on, but I'm conscious of time. So here's to this limitless extended world of scholarship, with its potential to help readers learn about a topic, find new insights, provide new interpretations, find collaborators, and ultimately produce new research to improve the human condition. Our online journal archive spans over 200 years of content and across 28 key branches of knowledge. The collection offers key findings in the history and development of science and culture. As such, it is a truly remarkable database of scholarly and scientific research that can be of paramount importance to your institution. So, when I think about archives, I cannot stop thinking about this real story, the case of folklore. The journal's archive was a source of inspiration for Sir Terry Pratchett, the ardent storyteller. In the archives, you will find Sir Pratchett's article, written and published in 2000, reflecting on his own writing and on the relationship between folklore and literature. The then editor, Dr. Jacqueline Simpson, wrote a few pieces of how Sir Pratchett's work has influenced her own work and also the scholarship published in the journal and beyond the pages of the journal. Other scholars contributed to the dialogue. This is just one example of the archives and their role as testament to the restless human curiosity. Of course, that was just an example, and we at Taylor and Francis are committed to continuing to support research across all areas. It's not surprising, therefore, that our archive spans across various disciplines listed on this slide, from medicine, science and technology to arts, humanities and social sciences. We understand that each institution has its own unique needs. With over 1,500 titles in our online journal archives, we have flexible options available for you to have easy access to the historical content you need. We offer 3 different purchasing options highlighted on this slide. The Classic Archive features content published before 1997 back to the journal's very first volume where available. The Modern Archive, which covers more recent scholarship containing research published from 1997 to 2006 inclusive. And finally, the Custom Collection, which offers libraries the ability to pick and choose titles from either the classic and modern archive or both. Naturally, we want to help all institutions transform the intellectual world of their students, teachers, and researchers. But equally, we understand that each institution has its own unique needs. My colleagues are here to talk to you and recommend the best, most tailored archive that excites your community and meets your budget. I have already touched upon the pivotal role of archives and our collections, this vast record of intellectual activity in its greatest richness. So it is hardly surprising that our collection continues to impact modern research exactly because of the enduring value of the scholarship that can be found there. This slide is really to show you a few examples of the most cited articles drawn from our classic archive, and the impressive number of citations some indicative articles have received only in the last 5 years. And here are the most cited classic archive journals in the last 5 years. The fact that these span across different fields is indicative of the breadth and depth of our collections. Historical content continues and will continue to be shared, discussed, and read beyond journal articles via social media and news outlets, for instance. Historical content continues and will continue to make real-world impact. Not surprisingly, over 11,000 government policy documents and over 27,000 patents have been influenced by our classic archive since 1980. Finally, I have included this slide here to acknowledge the contribution of some of the Nobel laureates who have published in our collection. I have decided to leave you with what I believe is a truly powerful story. Reflections on the Black woman's role in the community of slaves is a piece written by the famous activist, scholar, and cultural icon Angela Davis. It was published in the Black Scholar in November of 1971, a journal I look after, and it can now be found in the archives. Central to its importance is not just its content, which was deemed innovative in bringing attention to the cultural and political role of Black women during slavery, but this piece was also published while Davis was infamously being held without bail in jail in California, where she taught philosophy at UCLA. She was held accused of murder and kidnapping stemming from her alleged role in aiding Black Panthers in their escape from police custody. That this is what she published during that particular moment resonated, so much so that it has been cited hundreds and hundreds of times. This is a central text, not only in classic Black feminism, Patricia Hill Collins and Sandra Harding, for example, to white radical feminists like Catherine McKinnon and the celebrated contemporary thinker Saidiya Hartman. The piece is inarguably a classic of multiple forms of feminism globally as well as nationally. This and archives are both a big subject, of course, and close to my heart. I can talk about it all days, but I should probably stop here. So this story brings me sadly to the end of this session. Thank you for taking the time out of the day to embark on this journey with me. This was to offer you just an overview of our online journal archives and some of the treasures you can find there. However, if you have any questions, or if you are already thinking about getting access to our collection, you can find more information on our librarian resources. Or you can always talk to one of my colleagues at Taylor & Francis, who would love to hear back from you. So thank you all, and goodbye for now.